Hey guys, it's Dan. So I wanted to do a quick update on 16 months on testosterone, and then I wanted to talk to you about dating and sexual experience as a trans man who, self-identifies as a heterosexual male. I'm stealth. I've talked about that before, so let me do the quick update real quick. Okay, so 16 months on T. I'm hoping my voice is still getting deeper. I don't really know because I can't tell. I listen to myself talk every day. My facial hair gets thicker. I have mentioned that before. This is my facial hair, 16 months on T. Something I've noticed recently, like my hands and my arms are just sprouting out these black hairs everywhere, and it's just kind of cool. Like I'm getting pretty hairy. So I don't know what most people's results are, but I'll just show you like real quick my stomach, which is extremely hairy. Yeah, you can see like my heart boxers. That's my stomach. I feel like it continues to get broader. I'm not really sure. The thing is, like, it's hard to tell what changes you're going through when you see yourself every day. So that is 16 months on T, so you're hearing my voice. You're seeing what I look like in comparison to 1 week on T. It's crazy. The changes are phenomenal, and, love every second of it. But what I really want to talk about is dating. So, like I said, I don't identify as a trans man. That's not my identity. And pretty much no one in my life really knows I'm trans, down at college. People that knew me before, they know. But I'm a firm believer in the fact that I don't think anyone really needs to know, what type of genitalia you have unless you're sleeping with them. So, recently, as in like in the last week, I got a new girlfriend. If you watched my videos before, I had another girlfriend, and we ended it a few months ago, and the past is the past. There's no hard feelings. We don't even need to talk about that because obviously I moved on, and I'm with this new girl. Her name's Jill. She's adorable and she's great, and she is what I hope you guys can find, someone that can accept you for yourself. But what I want to talk about specifically with that is sexual experience and coming out about being trans. If you look at me, would you ever be able to tell? I don't think so. If I saw me, I would never be able to tell. The thing is, the way I go about it is, if I meet someone that I'm attracted to, I kind of feel them out first, and I feel like if before you even start, showing a mutual interest in that person, you need to let them know right up front. You don't have to let them know, but it saves a lot of stress for later, and I feel like, why should you start talking to someone and get emotionally invested and then have this big secret? Because how close can you really get to someone if they don't know something like that? Also, it saves a lot of pain and heartache. A lot of people are not accepting people, and on the same note, there's a lot of people that your gender, if you have a penis or a vagina, whatever you have, they don't care. And hopefully that's the type of person you can find, someone that doesn't really care, because that is just such a minute part of you. But I know, I just wanted to suggest for some people, online dating. I know that sounds crazy, but I actually met my girlfriend online now, and we hit it off from the get-go. And on my page that we met on, it says right there, I've been through a medical transition, so I'm transgender, but I don't identify that way. And that being said, I'm not saying like online dating is the way to go if you're trans. I'm just saying, like, I feel like it's better for that person to know right away. So if they're not into it and they don't like that, and that's going to affect the way they think about you, then you don't even need to talk to them. Because when they know, if they still decide to pursue you, then obviously they don't care and it doesn't bother them. And if you do meet the person in person, and you meet them at school or wherever you meet them, if you are starting to hit it off with them, before it even gets to a level where you're like making out or doing whatever you're doing, you should probably let that person know, because it's going to save you a lot of heartache. And, you know, you see documentaries with people being like, I really am into this person, but they don't know I'm trans. And now I have to tell them, and they might not like me, and my heart's going to be broken and all this stuff. So I think the best thing to do is just avoid that. Sexual experience-wise, so this weekend was actually my first sexual experience with someone other than my ex in about 2.5 years. And when I was with my ex, when we started dating, I was not on hormones, so she was there through my whole transition for the most part, and it wasn't awkward, you know, like being like, oh, this is what's going on, this is what my genitalia looks like. But, you know, when you do date someone new, and obviously your downstairs is going to change, I mean, there's no way around that, and, I mean, I love it, other people don't, whatever. The thing is, like, it may be awkward, like, this weekend, obviously, you know, me and my girlfriend were intimate, and the first 2 times, although I did want her to respond to me fully, you know, like, do things to me, I was really nervous because, you know, it's like, in my head I was like, okay, she accepts it, but now I have to show her my full self, and I hope she doesn't think anything differently of me. So eventually I did, and, you know, it didn't change anything, because if you're with someone that's okay with it, it shouldn't change anything. And I mean, sex, like, yeah, sex is a really important thing in a relationship, and you know, it just makes you closer to that person. I think, like, I feel a lot closer to her now that we've experienced it and it's happened, and now she knows what it's like, and, you know, there's nothing to hide, there's nothing else to talk about, because it's out in the open exactly what it's like to be with a trans guy. And I think if you are dating, when it comes to sex, you need to let that person know, like, these are my boundaries, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. You know, everyone might have different names for what they call their parts, you know. I'm just like, my dick, you know. Other people call it whatever they want to call it, I don't know. But, you know, I think when you start being intimate with someone, you need to let them know before, like, these are words I am comfortable with, these are words I'm not comfortable with, I'm comfortable with doing this, this, and this, and I'm not comfortable with doing this. And, you know, over time that might change, like, you might be more comfortable with something that you weren't before, you know, like, you might not want something done to you, and over time it might change, and then you just say that, like, you know. But I feel like having sex with a trans guy is not different than having sex with a regular guy at all. I mean, we can stay hard longer, you can pick our dick size, like, whatever you want to do. But the thing is, like, it's all about comfort, and you cannot put yourself out of that comfort zone, and you don't want to take yourself out of the way, like, being comfortable for someone else to feel good. Like, I'm not saying, like, you know, I'm just saying you need to establish everything and let that person know before anything happens. I mean, that's just my personal advice, so then nothing happens that you're not comfortable with. Alright, actually, my girlfriend is calling me right now, so I guess I'll end this video. Bye.